joins us in the Zoom now. Busy day on a Wednesday, huh?
Yes, definitely in the middle school.
So fill me in on this. Community Thanksgiving, what's it all about?
So the community Thanksgiving started originally just with an idea that my brother had and my family embraced, and some of our friends and family in the community. We just feel so abundantly blessed and want to reach out and support our community and love on people and help people in need, but also just create a space for people who maybe don't have a big family or a close family to gather with, and know that nobody has to be alone on this holiday.
Well, when I was reading a little bit more about this yesterday, that's what really was so great to know about, because for a long time it seemed like the only places that were open during the holidays were maybe the bar or some other place that you could go that's more of an adult theme. But to really have this family and community centered approach, take me through just your experience being and what it's like to see that come together.
It's been really incredible. We get to experience part of it that other people who support the mission don't get to, and it's the stories of people who would maybe otherwise be alone, or maybe are in need, or going through a hard time. Recently, I talked to a young lady from Jerseyville who said she spent the last few Thanksgivings alone, eating chicken and green beans out of a can, and she's just really excited to get to experience, the traditional Thanksgiving meal, and it is all, fully cooked and prepared just like my mom would at home.
That's awesome. And now, how did this all come together? What's the development of this event look like?
So really it just started with that initial idea. Mm-hmm. It's my brother, sister-in-law, myself, and my mom are kind of the lead organizers, and we have some Facebook fingers out there and reach out to other community organizations. Fielden Church is allowing us to use their hall for the week because it's several days of prep that we put in
I bet.
At a time. And, my church has been very supportive. We've made some flyers and gotten the word out. There are three big ways that we are reaching people. And that is whole family meals that are cooked and ready to go. We have several families scheduled to come and pick those up on Thanksgiving Day. And we have a delivery option, and people, just friends and family in the community, or people who've heard about it who want to help, are helping deliver those meals. And then we really want to take this opportunity to reach more people to join us on that day. We think it might be about 100 people, which I know some people might be uncomfortable with, but it is set up just like a family experience with the table set and decorations. And then another cool thing, just a way to reach someone in need. We have a cash prize drawing for people who come and join us.
There we go. How much are we winning?
Well, last year, the winner won $500.
Oh, man. I'm in.
Yeah. So this year, we're hoping to do that as well. But just, that we've received a lot of generosity. And so, we may have an opportunity to give another cash prize drawing. And we're also giving away the TV that we're going to use that day to watch the football game.
Really cool. Well, and how long have you all been doing this?
So this is our third year.
Wow.
Having a community Thanksgiving, and it's grown each year. It was a big success last year. And this year we've already seen that it's going to be even bigger and reach more people.
Well, and with that being said, is there a head count that you all need? I'm guessing to prepare, the food. Do people, prospective individuals that know maybe, hey, I'm maybe an empty nester now. I don't have my family here with me this year. Is there a registration for them?
That's a great question. So anybody who needs a delivery or a family meal, today is the last day to sign up for that. And, the contact information for my sister-in-law and brother are on the flyers that they can reach out and schedule those. Today's the last day just so we can have a count.
Right.
far as joining us in person, we haven't asked this year specifically for people to RSVP, but we do really appreciate it.
Oh, I'm sure.
So if they, can reach out to any of us to let us know, it's going to help with count. We have an idea of who we're expecting and kind of a brainstorm of how many more we're hoping are going to come, and it didn't tell us.
Well, and now what are those conversations like with the folks that are at the Thanksgiving dinner? Take me through some of that, and just, I'm sure their opportunity to talk to folks and maybe in a friendly manner isn't as apparent and maybe as fluent as maybe someone else like me or you has. What's their opportunity like, really, just to have that conversation and camaraderie?
It's been really beautiful. And, I want to make sure people understand along with that people from all different walks of life will be there. Yeah. There's business members from the community who just don't have family locally to gather with. There are people who just maybe can't afford it this year and want to come and be a part of the celebration. And it's, last year I remember, just looking around and seeing, I have a pretty big family and they'll all be there, and their nature is just to kind of wrap people up in their arms and welcome them. And so just seeing the different groups of people mix and chatting and sharing stories and traditions and getting to know each other has been really beautiful.
Well, and that's really what I was getting at, because it doesn't matter where your financial status is or what happened, in your personal life. Whenever, sometimes you just have, the situation where it's time to go to a community event. And that's why I think it's great that you guys are providing this, because just your business owners and the walks of life that are coming through there, it's just incredible. I mean, truly incredible, because that's what a family really is. And now, have you guys kind of almost just considered this your extended family at this point, 3 years in?
Yep, it absolutely is.
And now, what time does it start on? Is it on Thanksgiving?
Yes, it's on Thanksgiving, which that was really important to us. I know there are lots of really incredible other programs out there that support people on other days, but we wanted this to be on the day of, so that everybody had a place to go on that day. And it starts at 1 p.m. if you're dining in with us. It's in Fielden. Fielden UCC has what they call a family life center, which is just this beautiful gathering space. We'll have lunch about 1 o'clock, but they can come early and snack on some hors d'oeuvres with us. There'll be kids games. And if the weather's good, we're hoping to play a little football out in the yard. We usually watch the parade and watch a little bit of football, depending on what people want to do. We especially love when kids come, because, of course, I want to be around kids, and my kids love getting to know other kids and play with them.
Well, and I wanted to ask you too, you were talking a little bit about the church, closing down shop for a little bit for you guys to prepare for a couple of days. How much food do you prepare?
That my mom can answer that better. But just some things I know. I think we're looking at like 20 or 22 turkeys this year.
Wow.
And
that's a lot of turkey.
Yeah. And just about everything you can imagine that would go with, 22 turkeys worth of food. We're going to do the traditional mashed potatoes, homemade dressing, green bean casserole, sweet potatoes, homemade gravy. Sunday we'll be baking cookies. We've got pies going out, and just everything you would expect to have at a traditional Thanksgiving.
Is there one dish that you guys hold above the others as being, the Eglehoff or the family dish?
Well, I will say, my mom's Patty Fanning, and everybody who knows her knows she's a great cook, but her homemade dressing is definitely what we all come for.
See, now that's a good one, because dressing, I'm a big snob. I mean, if it's even remotely dry or if it's too wet, either or, it's on site. You know what I'm saying? You can't mess up the dressing. Now, if you had to rate it on a box of 10, if your mom watches this later on, what would you rate it?
Well, it's 100% a
10. Good answer. Okay.
Yeah.
And now getting into this too, do you think your position at the middle school has helped grow this event? Do you talk to the school families about you guys doing this, or is this completely separate from your day to day? That'd be fascinating to know.
I mean, I would say it's separate. Although, last year there was a family that I was really close with through our work together, and we ended up with an extra family meal because one of the families who had arranged to pick up one from us was surprised with one from some other organization. And so they called and said, hey, is there somebody else who could benefit from this meal we've ordered? And, I knew of this family who might be in need, and I called that mom, and she was working that day. And I took it to the boys, and they had some friends over, and they all helped me unload everything. And we're just so excited. And so, yes, it certainly gives me an opportunity to connect and kind of know people's circumstances.
But that's so cool, though. I mean, just that experience. And do you ever get a moment, like, is it hard for you guys to look back on this afterwards and think about those moments like that? Because those are kind of priceless moments that you're going to remember for a while. I'm sure that those children will, too.
Yeah, absolutely. That we just get constant reminders of why we do this. The person who won the prize last year, his story was very touching. And, we just have a lot of trust in God that he's going to send who he wants to be there and who needs to experience our love. And maybe they have a need that we're meeting, or just the connection. So, that's what drives this, of course.
Absolutely. And now, with that being said, we're a couple of days out. It's wild to think that already. Can businesses support this, or is this something that you guys do within yourselves and use your own funds for? Or can the community at large say, hey, next year, let's make this even bigger. Here's a $5,000 check.
Well, sure. We'll take a $5,000 check. It is an act of generosity that we all are contributing to, of course, personally, but we have had a tremendous amount of support.
Oh, have you? Really cool.
From Jersey community and Calhoun community, people who've reached out with, they'll buy something off our list. They'll make a pie. They'll bring some potatoes. They'll, we've had donations from $20 to $300.
Wow.
And some of those have been just individuals who believe in the mission, or businesses who want to support something.
Now, I remember you saying, too, that your mom's the cook, but who is she the general when it comes to the preparation of this? Because I feel like it has to be like almost a militarized fashion in order to get all this food done.
Oh, yes, absolutely. She's got a very strict plan, and, we've got some people coming to help. We've got a big family, and there'll be, lots of hands in the kitchen, and we've got some friends and family who want to come and donate their time. But it's got to be an organized process. Otherwise, it could be a little chaotic.
There you go. And before I let you go, let's go over the event again and the time that we can be there and be a part of it. This is going to be at St. John's in Fielding, correct?
No, it's Fielding United Church of Christ.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking at another church in front of me. I'm sorry. I got a couple of church events going on, and I picked the wrong one. Sorry.
Yeah. So it's at Fielding UCC, which is on First and Bridge in Fielding. It's at the dine-in option, which we would love for more individuals or families to join us that day, is at 1 p.m. If you need a carry out or would like a whole family meal, we'd love it if you would give a call today or send somebody a message so that we know that. If you're interested in supporting the mission, we'd greatly appreciate any donations, or if you want to do a little shopping. We have a meeting scheduled on Friday to kind of go over final details, and then I'll be taking a trip to Sam's to get everything we need.
There you go. Thank you so much for your time. I hope this goes well. And thank you for letting us talk about it on the show, too. I hope more families know about this in case, or individuals learn about this in case, this could fit what they're looking for in the holiday season. And keep up the great work.
Well, thank you so much for having me. This has been an incredible opportunity to chat with you. And I just, hope people know that there's no reason to be alone on the holiday, and we want to make them feel like they're a part of our family on this special day.
100%. At 10:48, we'll link everything in an article on RiverBender.com. We'll take a quick break, come back, wrap up the Wednesday that was right after this, right here on Roku TV.